of this earth, how's you doing today? So today we actually came over to Dongdaemun because my mom wanted to go watch the K-Live hologram concert, and we came here only to find out that they closed it down. But it's all good because we had lunch and now we're just looking around the Lotte FITIN outlet mall, and yeah, that's we'll see what today has in store for us. We out here in Seodaemun. We are on a dark side of Seoul tour, a ghost tour to be specific, and yeah, let's find
something you have to know about Korea's history. So Korea has been a kingdom, as it currently stands, for about 4,000 to 5,000 years, and during that 4,000 to 5,000 year period, Koreans have always believed that the entire peninsula is haunted. There are ghosts everywhere. They inhabit every home, every ceiling of every home, every garden, every street. At the top there's the glass that says site of Dongdaemun Gate on the top here. This is where the Great Western Gate used to stand. So the actual name of the Great Western Gate of the Seodaemun was Dongdaemun. It was called Seodaemun, meaning the Gate of the West, just to indicate its location, where it was located in the city geographically. But this is where it used to stand. Now, it wouldn't have stood in the way that that monument is facing. If my arm is the road, the gate stood across the road this way, like that, like this. Okay. So this is the general area where the gate was found. Well, and it might still be there under the street, but that well was also believed to have been haunted, and the ghost of that well could provide another service for women who couldn't have children. They were barren. So this was a fertility spirit. So women would go to it, pray to the spirit, and ask the spirit to give them the ability to have children. But again, they had to give an offering, noodles, only once a day. So always a problem. Sometimes these doors are open. These are all museums, so they're free to enter, but sometimes the doors are closed and we can't peek in. So, but I can point this one out to you here. So you see this open area? It's just right here. So in Korean, this is called madang. Madang essentially means courtyard, and now courtyard was a part of almost every home during the Joseon dynasty, and still in some parts of Korea today. So when you enter these doors here, you're actually still outside. Okay, so we're along the palace wall here, along the roof. You see the rooftop. So you guys are a couple, right? You're together, right? Are there any other couples?
No,
here?
no, there's just sisters here.
Oh, okay, you're all family. Okay, so this is for you. I'm sorry, but there's an old Korean folk belief that says any couple that walks along these palace walls is cursed to break up. I'm sorry. So a few years ago, about 10 years ago, there was a show called Saturday Night Mysteries, and this show would travel around Korea looking for places or going to places that were allegedly haunted, or they had some sort of mysteries like UFO sightings, or people suddenly went missing, something like that. So they'd go and they would, hello buddy.
He wants to join the tour?
Yeah. So the show, where was I? So the show would go around to these places that were allegedly haunted and things like that, had mysteries and things like that. So the show went to the one small village that's not far off of the main highway that goes north towards North Korea, going towards a city that's called Munsan. And this little village that's just off of the highway is famous for two things. it's Korean barbecue, and it's haunted well. And so the show went to this village to document both. Of course it would document both, because if there's good food somewhere, you document that too. Right? So they went there and they sat down and they were talking to the people who lived in the village, a lot of the elders, and they're asking them about the well. And they were saying, oh yeah, the well is haunted. The ghost of the well can enchant you, kind of hypnotize you, and you then get enchanted and walk towards the end of the well, edge of the well, and then it pulls you in. So that was how they believed. That's what they believed happened with that particular well in their village. So they documented the show and everything, and when they finished filming the show, now it wasn't a live show, they'd film it and then edit and broadcast later. So when they finished broadcasting, they were kind of wrapping up near the well itself, and then suddenly the director said to the host, he said, wait a minute, I want to get one last shot of you, the host, sitting on the edge of the well. And the host said, how about no? There's no way I'm doing that, because he just heard all these frightening stories from the elders of the ghost that could know your name and enchant you and things like that. So he's like, there's no way I'm sitting on the edge of that well, forget about it. And then, the director got, he just kept pushing the point. He's like, come on, let's get one last shot, sit on the edge of the well, fans would love it, it would look really good, kind of pretend you're falling in, that kind of thing. It would look great. The host was like, forget it, I'm not going to do it. And then the director became more aggressive. He's like, look, I'm the director, you have to listen to me, just sit on the edge of the well. And again, the host was like, not going to do it. The director then became very aggressive, physically, kind of pushing him, and verbally aggressive. It's like, look, just sit on the edge of the damn well so we can get our shot and then we can go home. And then the host was really frightened by that. He's like, okay, look, you're freaking me out, I'm not going to do this. So later, and he left. Sometime later, the whole crew was sitting down together, and the host was still kind of thinking about the way the director was acting. And so he decided to bring it up, because the director had never acted like that before. They were quite close. And so the host said, you really frightened me back there. I was really concerned. Why were you so aggressive trying to get me to sit on the edge of the well? And then the director kind of looked confused and looked right at the host and said, I didn't say that. Apparently it's true. So the idea is that the spirit of the well actually enchanted the director to get the host to sit on the edge of the well.